Hey guys, SMZ here. We're back playing Raid once again. And guys, I have a rant today. Plarium needs to take off this mission, completely off the game. Because this mission is just so frustrating as an endgame player. Who runs campaign? Campaign is so ineffective. You're not basically making a lot of silver, you're not really ranking up food, you're not getting any useful artifacts or accessories. So they should just take this off. For a long time, people in the endgame have been farming Spider 20. But guys, now it's time to farm Spider Heart 10. And why? Yes, it's because of Marius. I've made a lot of Marius videos, and because I've pulled Marius, not pulled Marius, but I've basically completed the missions. But I have been lucky enough to pull the 6-star soul for Marius, which in Crushing Rent just makes him bonkers. One of the most ridiculously overpowered champions in the game, and he's just so great. No, both in PvP and PvE. Now, I'm showcasing this team, and before you guys come with pitchforks at me and want to burn me at the stake, yes, I understand that Marius is a difficult to obtain champion. But one day, eventually, you will all get him. He's part of the mission chain, right? With the blessings, yes, it will take a long time for some people, especially if you're not lucky. But you should be saving up your coins and your soul essence to get Marius up to 6-star, slowly but surely. So this is a champion that one day it is possible to obtain if you're playing long enough, or in the case of Whales and Krakens, if you're spending enough, basically. So with that out of the way, this is an end game build. It's an end game champion. It's an end game dungeon farm. So Marius can do Spider Heart 10 solo. The best part, he can do it without presets. That's the crazy part. Let's quickly run this. The cool thing about Marius is A3, which he will open up with without presets, is that he allows time for these two spiderlings to basically come in so he can nuke them down. And now, all the food is obviously dead. Marius rotates back to his abilities really quickly, and he hits really hard with his A1 to begin with. He's just gonna start killing off these spiderlings, and he's just gonna kill the boss very quickly. 6 turns. Isn't that crazy for the spider turn count tournament? And in general, for any spider tournaments and dungeon divers tournaments, the problem with dungeon divers is that once you are so for many fusion events, dungeon divers are running in parallel with Fire Knight or with Ice Golem or with Dragon, and you're able to do the Fire Knight or Ice Golem or Dragon very quickly. But dungeon divers still is a long way to go. What to do next to get to dungeon divers? Farm the spider. You gain a boatload of silver. You're now ranking up food, and every once in a while, you will come across a nice rank 6 mythical artifact, which you might be able to use. So that's just great. Now, if your Marius is weaker than my Marius, which is very likely considering I have 6-star Crushing Rend, he will still do the job. He will just take a bit longer. And what you should do right now in the game, if you're not already doing this, is go for this Cat's Case Relic for the Titan event. I'm definitely going for it because this allows you to ignore defense and can sub in for the 6-star Crushing Rend. So, next question is, what if your Marius is currently not strong enough? What can you do? Easy. Take off one food and put in a different champion. Easiest champion to put? A reset champion. Again, no presets needed as long as your reset champion is slower than Marius. So let's go. Marius will start off again with his A3. Self buff. Allow these two spiderlings right here to spawn and nuke them down. What happens next? Reset. All the food is dead, so they don't waste turns. And we basically have been reset, which means we go again and boom. Very similar setup. Isn't that nice? Now the question is, Kymar, not an easy to obtain champion. What can I do? Just go for Renegade, the rare champion. Just again, only thing you need to make sure is that your Renegade is slower than your Marius, and that's all you basically need to do. It will be exactly the same thing. Marius A3 into A2, finish off all the spiderlings. There's the reset. 2 spiders spawned, that's why there was some healing. Shouldn't really matter. Marius will go again. Again A3 allows more spiderlings to pop back in, and boom, boom, boom. Nuts, isn't it? Okay, you don't want to use a reset champion. What else can I use? Did you fuse Mad Hatter? Just use him. For Mad Hatter, he needs to be faster than Marius, so he can put his debuffs out. So cool thing with Mad Hatter is he puts out Hex to spread the damage and Weaken to increase the damage. Gives a lot enough time, and you see how low it's dropped. So if your Marius basically can hit the damage cap, which you should be aiming for, the 10% cap on per hit, and if you had Soulry, for example, it would have finished the job right there and then. So very, very fast team. There you go. I didn't fuse Mad Hatter. What can I do? Did you get Mithrala from the Hydra? You probably did. Just go for her. Keep Mithrala faster than Marius. She spreads the Hex. She gives increased defense. Not really. It becomes redundant because Marius gives himself increased defense. However, I have my Mithrala in 9-piece protection. What that means is that there's a damage boost for any buffs that she's putting out. So now it's just about cycling back to Marius' skills, which he does really fast. And boom. One additional turn. And this gives a lot of points on turn attack tournaments. So you basically ranking up food, you're getting silver, you're getting art, sometimes nice artifacts when it's not a 5-star rare, for example. And you're getting dungeon divers points. This is crazy. And again, here in the second spot, you can sub in any champion you want, basically. Who you can put in a decreased defense champion. You can put in Lydia, for example. Again, Lydia or any decreased defense champion, make her go before Marius. Especially if your Marius is not hitting hard enough on his own to kill the spiderlings. This will do it. There you go. My Lydia has Brimstone, which also helps. Will take a chunk of his health. And now it's again about cycling back, which he does rather quickly. Lydia, with her slow animation, slows down the run a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. He is truly crazy, ridiculously bonkers champion, basically. So yeah, I really hope, maybe, touch on what they take off this ridiculous mission. Where is it? This one, the monthly mission, 500 battles. Because I really don't want to do campaign anymore. That's the truth of it. Yes, they're adding super raids to campaigns, but that might not be enough. So, champion builds. Marius, 9-piece protection. I've showed him previously, not protection, 9-piece Slayer. And he still can be improved, funnily. So, he's wearing a defense ring, but it's 5-star. It can be 6-star. His amulet can be a 6-star amulet. And his banner definitely can be a defense banner instead of attack. But because of the 6-star rend, he still gets a lot of stats. 6.6k defense, 356 crit damage, 350 odd accuracy. I would love to get a different relic on him. Right now I have this one, where it increases the defense whenever he takes damage. It's not as helpful in the spider, but it's very helpful on longer fights like the Hydra, like the Kymar. 6-star crushing rend, as I said, and then for masteries, I have him in Helm Smasher down the offense tree. And then I also do have Cycle of Violence and Whirlwind of Death, as well as Cycle of Magic, to make sure that he gets back to his key A2 ability as fast as he can. So yeah, there's Marius for you. What other champions that did I use? Lydia, I have her in 9-piece protection. I use her in the Chimera, but you can use any other set on her. Just needs to be faster than Marius. My Marius was a 254 speed. She just needs to be faster. Doesn't need to be 300. Mithrala, similar story. Just needs to be faster than Marius. No other requirements, basically. Mad Hatter, literally the same thing. No, nothing else needed. I've put him in a provoke set, but that's for the Hydra because he has so much utility. Renegade needs to be slower than Marius, so she's running at 246. Don't make her too slow. Don't make her. I think she needs to be faster than 250 with the bonuses, or exactly 250, so that she does not go after the spider, because she might then be put to sleep. So just keep her a bit slower than Marius. Same is the case with Kymar. 251. I had to take this off because otherwise he was a bit fast for this video. I use him in Doom Tower, so I need him to be faster. But there you go, guys. That's the way. That's the new way to farm, basically, Spider Heart 10. And I hope you guys can complete the mission challenges. Not these missions. Get Marius. I know there are some of the missions, especially the ones with the Iron Twins, who are very difficult to do. But I hope you the best of luck that you do it. And I can already say, just put him on your wish list, and always look out for his soul and save up for it, because he is just ridiculously OP with the crushing rend. So Best of luck. I hope that you guys can all build your Mariuses and then start farming the Spider Heart 10 as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm fairly new, just starting out. So every small bit of support counts a lot. Thank you very much and see you next time.